Hello, students. Today we are going to discuss the poem Animals composed by the poet Walt Whitman. Something about the poet. He was an American poet, essayist, and a journalist. A humanist, he was part of the transition between transcendentalism and realism, incorporating both views in his works. He is among the most influential poets in the American canon, often called the father of free verse. Now, the poem Animals. The poem is a comparison between animals and humans. He shows that animals are better than humans as they are more empathetic than humans. The poet points out that animals also have feelings just like human beings. Their way of expression is better than the humans. Now, the central idea of the poem. The poet wants to live among animals and experience a life where no one complains and where they are free of sins and sorrows. The most important theme of the poem is not to praise good animals but to compare humans with them in order to highlight the flaws of their nature. The poet draws a contrast between the artificial human life and the instinctive natural animal life. The poet is of the view that the animals have an uninhibited and instinctive life. It is much better than the artificial life of the human beings. Human beings have numerous problems in their lives. The poet respects animals because they have retained those values and tokens which human beings seem to have already lost. The poet feels that man lacks virtues that animals have. The poet desires to live among animals. It is because he feels that animals are calm, serene, and self confident. Now, explanation of the poem. The poet, that is Walt Whitman, wants to be a primitive. He wants to be a sensualist and also an animalist. He wants to live amongst the animals and be one of them. He feels animals are calm, peaceful, and self contained. The poet watches the animals for a long time. The poet feels that the animals lead a happier life than human beings because they don't sweat and they don't grumble about the conditions of their life. Now, animals are not troubled by a sense of guilt. Also, they don't discuss their duty towards God. Animals are not dissatisfied, they are not crazy about worldly possessions. Animals don't flatter other animals. They don't even know how to bow to one another in respect. Animals are not superior or inferior. Animals are, in fact, equal. According to the poet, the animals don't labor hard. They don't get furious or angry. They don't keep awake in the night. Animals don't commit any sins. They are neither moral or even immoral. Animals are contented with their being, they are self contained and peaceful. Animals are not mad by possessions. They are not mad about possessions. They don't need wealth, land, property, or anything. Now, it is man alone who needs all the possessions like wealth, land, and property. Animals don't need possessive instincts like the human beings. Also, it is seen that the animals don't bother about bowing to one another like the human beings. We, the humans, touch the feet of our elders, but All animals are equal. They don't have feelings of high or low like we, the humans. The poet wants to enjoy the serene, the calm, and the quiet company of the animals. Thank you very much.